It seems such a long time ago, Eugene, doesn't it now, those World Championships where it all went awry for her with that big injury.
I was in Eugene in 2022 at the World Championships in the heat, and I had a fall and basically blew out my foot. It was just shattered, lots of bones broken and dislocated, so had 2 surgeries to get it fixed, and then, yeah, just a lengthy rehab process. I think in total took about a year to get up and running and hurdling again, and then I guess another like 8 to 12 months, which we're still in now, to get back to like career best form. So it's been a long journey.
So away, Clay got up quickly, didn't she? She's going to lead to the first. Tadeo with her though. Liz is having a really good run here at halfway. And
it started with a lot of rest, but obviously me being hungry and resilient, I wanted to, you know, do as much as I can as soon as I could. So from the moment I was allowed, I was in the gym, on the bike, in the pool, and it was great. My team had this kind of 6-month plan with every week and the goals that we were trying to achieve every week, and that was like my Bible. I just stuck to it, and yeah, at about the 4-month mark, I could start running and, well, first learning to walk again, and then running, and then introducing hurdling, and then introducing a bit of speed. I think it was hard because as a sprinter, it's great to be fit and, you know, do things on the bike and in the pool, but nothing can replicate sprinting and running. So that was, as soon as we could run fast, that's what we did, and we focused on that.
Brilliant way to start off Liz Clay's campaign here at the National Championships today.
Other than that, a heap of foot exercises, which are really tedious, and just keeping general fitness and taking like quite a holistic approach, just ticking every box as best we could.
Take me back to a young Lizzie Clay. You're a dancer back in the day.
Yep. I did ballet and tap from when I was like 3 until I was 18.
Wow.
And then I kind of had this moment in 2014, like 10 years ago. I'd made the World Junior team, and it was my 2nd year at uni, and I was still dancing, and I basically made a decision of like whether I was going to go down the athletics path or down whatever the path was with dancing and modelling and that type of thing. And I just, you know, I'm such a competitor, so yeah, athletics took it for me, and I, you know, didn't have the best year that year, and I had a few tough years moving forward, but eventually I'm glad I chose the athletics path because it's boded me well so far.
What was it about hurdles, I guess, that really...
Yeah, well, I did little athletics from when I was young. I actually started because my brother was doing little athletics, and I was sitting around waiting for him to finish on a Saturday morning so we could go to dancing. And one year I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to try it. And at Little A's, you try all the events. And hurdles was the one, I think because of my dancing, I had good coordination, I had good rhythm. I wasn't like the fastest, but I was flexible and I was a good like jumper, I guess. So that's like what a mix of what hurdles is. So yeah, I think that was the thing that stuck by me, and it's also a challenge. Like hurdles is hard, and I love all the technical elements of it and putting it all together.
When did you, I guess, realise that you were a promising junior, yes, but then started really clocking some pretty solid times?
Well, at that 2014 World Juniors camp, one of the coaches there, we had this long chat, and she was just like, I know you're not where you want to be right now, but I just think you have so much potential, and I really want you to stick it out. And like sometimes when you're a kid, that's all you need to hear is just one person to be like, you've got to just keep going. So I just held on to that for like 6 years almost.
Qualifying for your first Olympics in Tokyo, 2nd in your heat, 3rd in the semi. You missed the final by 0.04 of a second.
Yeah.
But how did you enjoy your time over there, and how hungry did it make you moving forward?
Yeah, I think I just loved being amongst all of these athletes that I'd kind of thought were out of my league for the last few years. And then, you know, I found myself walking around the village, you know, as one of them. And it was a weird Olympics because there was no crowds and you didn't leave the village. But yeah, I had a few moments where I was like, oh, I'm finally here, and I'm doing the thing. I'm a part of the team. And then, yeah, after the semi, I was distraught. And looking back, you know, I did a great job, but when you're in the moment, and it was just that far away, you always wanted more.
Probably a race in two if you look at those heat runs, but as we know, anything can happen in a hurdles race.
Way. So who's first to that first one? Probably Jacqui, though Clay's right with her behind those Shaw. So at halfway, Clay, Jacqui's shading her. So Michelle
Jacqui booked her ticket to Paris yesterday. How good is it within this Australian team to have that level of healthy competition that, I don't know, you can obviously work together, you compete against each other to get to the very best?
It's perfect. You know, you always want to be competing against girls that are as fast as you or faster, and at the end of the day, where you want to be is in that top tier where you're running 12.4, 12.5, and the calibre of athletes that are going to be in that Olympic semi and Olympic final are in that range. So that's what you've got to train and strive for.